The global squid industry stands as one of the most dynamic and valuable sectors in the world's seafood market, with an estimated annual value exceeding $10 billion. This industry is a vast network that links the world's oceans to dinner tables in nearly every country, making squid a truly international commodity. Squid is consumed in over 100 countries, with major markets in Asia, Europe and North America. Its popularity has surged over the past 50 years, transforming from a regional specialty to a staple in global cuisine. The industry's financial footprint is immense. In 2022 alone, global squid exports surpassed 3.5 million metric tons, generating billions in revenue and supporting the livelihoods of countless individuals across the supply chain. In a single large-scale operation, one factory can process up to 600 tons of squid in just a few days, with a shipment valued at up to $5 million. These facilities are equipped with advanced machinery and employ hundreds of workers to meet the relentless global demand. Squid is not just a local delicacy, it is a major global commodity. The product is shipped in refrigerated containers from the coasts of South America and Asia to markets in Europe, North America and beyond, where it is enjoyed by millions every day. The journey from the deep sea to the dinner plate is a complex, highly coordinated process. It involves state-of-the-art fishing vessels, automated processing lines, and a vast workforce dedicated to maintaining quality and efficiency. The industry relies on a steady supply of squid from the world's oceans. The largest catches come from the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, with fleets operating off the coasts of China, Peru, Argentina, Spain, and Japan. The demand for squid products is diverse, ranging from frozen rings for frying to whole squid for grilling and sashimi, reflecting the culinary traditions of different regions. Global consumption of squid has grown steadily since the 1970s, with international trade volumes increasing by over 400% in the last 4 decades. This growth is supported by a sophisticated network of fishing fleets, processing plants, and international distributors. Major exporting countries include China, Peru, Argentina, Spain, and South Korea, while top importers are Japan, Italy, the United States, and Spain. These companies work in concert to ensure that squid caught in the Pacific can reach a restaurant in Europe or North America within weeks, maintaining freshness through cold chain logistics and rapid transport. The sheer volume of product moving through this supply chain is staggering. In Peru alone, over 600,000 metric tons of squid are landed annually, making it one of the world's largest producers and exporters. The financial value of the squid market is a clear indicator of its significance. In 2021, global squid exports were valued at over $7 billion, with prices fluctuating based on catch volumes, demand, and international trade policies. When a plate of fried calamari arrives at the table, it represents the final step in a massive industrial process that spans continents and employs thousands. The price of squid can change dramatically with the seasons, affected by ocean temperatures, migration patterns, and the success of fishing fleets. Market prices are also influenced by the volume of landings, international demand, and the efficiency of global supply chains. As a result, the squid industry is a dynamic and ever-changing part of the international seafood market, with prices and supply constantly in flux. The industry provides employment for hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, from the fishermen who spend weeks at sea to the factory workers who meticulously clean, sort, and package the squid, and the logistics professionals who coordinate its journey across continents. The squid trade connects cultures and economies, with international festivals and culinary events celebrating this versatile seafood. The scale of the operation is truly global. China is the world's largest producer and exporter of squid, accounting for over 30% of global supply, while Spain and Italy are among the top consumers in Europe. Japan and South Korea are not only major consumers but also leading processors, with advanced facilities that set global standards for quality and efficiency. International fleets from China, South Korea, Spain and Argentina operate in distant waters, sometimes traveling thousands of miles to harvest squid in the South Pacific and South Atlantic. The coordination required to manage this flow of product is immense, involving strict quality controls, international regulations, and traceability systems to ensure food safety and sustainability. Timing and temperature control are critical, with processing plants working around the clock to pack and ship squid while it is at peak freshness. Every step, from the moment a squid is pulled from the ocean to the final packaged product in a supermarket freezer, is part of a global supply chain that spans thousands of miles. The story of squid is one of international cooperation, economic opportunity, and culinary tradition, a carefully choreographed dance that feeds a hungry world and sustains a multi-billion-dollar industry with a truly global reach. Squid are among the most intriguing and adaptable creatures in the ocean, playing a pivotal role in maintaining the health and balance of marine ecosystems. Their unique biology and behaviors make them essential not only for the ocean's ecological stability, but also for human societies that rely on the sea. As a vital resource for the global seafood industry, squid support the livelihoods of countless people, from fishermen to seafood processors, and are a cornerstone of many coastal economies. There are over 300 recognized species of squid, ranging in size from the tiny pygmy squid, barely a few centimeters long, to the massive giant squid, which can reach lengths of up to 13 meters. These species are distributed across nearly every ocean, inhabiting environments from the icy waters near the poles to the warm, nutrient-rich seas of the tropics. Squid are found at a variety of ocean depths, from the sunlit shallows near coastlines to the pitch-black depths of the open ocean. This remarkable adaptability allows them to exploit a wide range of ecological niches and makes them accessible to different fishing methods, including trawling, jigging, and hand lining. Their global distribution and adaptability have made squid a staple in the diets of many cultures, with each region developing its own unique methods of preparation and culinary traditions centered around this versatile seafood. Fishing fleets from countries such as Japan, China, Spain, and Peru target squid in both coastal and offshore waters, ensuring a steady supply to international markets and contributing to the economic stability of many fishing communities. One of the most remarkable aspects of squid biology is their rapid life cycle. Most squid species live for only 1 to 2 years, undergoing a complete transformation from egg to adult in a matter of months. This short lifespan is coupled with high reproductive output, as a single female can lay thousands of eggs in a single spawning event. The rapid turnover of generations allows squid populations to recover quickly from fishing pressure, provided that harvests are managed sustainably. This makes squid one of the most renewable marine resources, capable of supporting large-scale fisheries without the long-term depletion seen in many slower-growing fish species. Unlike larger predatory fish that may take years or even decades to reach maturity, squid grow rapidly and reproduce in large numbers, which helps buffer their populations against environmental fluctuations and human exploitation. From a nutritional standpoint, squid are an excellent source of high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and important micronutrients such as vitamin B12, selenium, and phosphorus. Their low-fat content and high protein density make them a healthy choice for those seeking to maintain muscle mass and overall health. Squid can be prepared in a variety of ways, from grilling and frying to stewing and drying, making them a versatile ingredient in many nutritious meals. Ecologically, squid occupy a central position in marine food webs. As voracious predators, they feed on a wide range of organisms, including small fish, crustaceans, and planktonic animals, helping to regulate the populations of these species and maintain ecological balance. Their hunting strategies are highly evolved, utilizing jet propulsion, rapid color changes, and complex behaviors to ambush or pursue prey. making them some of the most effective hunters in the ocean. At the same time, squid are a crucial food source for a wide array of larger marine animals, including whales, dolphins, seals, seabirds, and large predatory fish such as tuna, swordfish, and marlin. In some regions, entire populations of these predators depend on seasonal squid migrations for survival. This dual role as both predator and prey makes squid a keystone species in many marine ecosystems, acting as a vital link that transfers energy from lower to higher trophic levels. The health and abundance of squid populations are closely monitored by marine scientists and fisheries managers, as fluctuations in their numbers can have cascading effects throughout the food web. Effective management strategies, such as catch limits, seasonal closures, and habitat protection, are essential to ensure the long-term sustainability of squid fisheries and the broader marine environment. The combination of their global distribution, rapid population turnover, and ecological importance makes squid an ideal seafood resource, capable of supporting both human needs and healthy ocean ecosystems. The abundance of squid allows for large-scale harvests that supply millions of people worldwide, while their fast growth and high reproductive rates help maintain stable populations when managed responsibly. This renewability is a cornerstone of the multi-billion-dollar global squid industry, providing economic security and food stability for many nations. As the world's population grows and the demand for sustainable, healthy protein sources increases, the importance of squid as a vital ocean resource will only continue to rise. Their ecological roles, species diversity, and population dynamics ensure that squid will remain a key component of marine food webs and a reliable source of nourishment for generations to come. The majority of the world's squid is caught by massive industrial fishing vessels, often described as floating factories. These ships are the backbone of the global squid industry, and their design and operation are a marvel of modern engineering. There are several types of industrial trawlers used in squid fishing. The most common are stern trawlers and factory trawlers. Stern trawlers have large open decks at the rear, allowing for the deployment and retrieval of massive nets, while factory trawlers are equipped with onboard processing plants that can clean, freeze, and package squid within hours of capture. These enormous ships are built to stay at sea for weeks or even months at a time, allowing them to travel far from shore to the rich squid fishing grounds in the open ocean. Their sheer size allows them to carry huge crews, extensive processing equipment, and vast storage holds for their catch. The crews on board are highly specialized, with roles ranging from navigation and engineering to net deployment, catch processing, and quality control. Each member is trained to operate complex machinery and to work efficiently in challenging conditions, often around the clock. These trawlers are the workhorses of the global squid industry, capable of harvesting squid on a scale that small, independent boats could never achieve. Their mission is to find and capture squid in the most efficient way possible, ensuring a steady supply for the factories back on land. Modern industrial trawlers are equipped with state-of-the-art technology. Sophisticated sonar and fish-finding electronics allow the crew to detect large schools of squid swimming deep below the surface, even in the darkest waters. Satellite navigation systems help pinpoint the most productive fishing grounds, often in international waters far from any coastline. Once a school is located, the ship deploys its primary tool, a giant net. The deployment process is highly coordinated, with crew members operating hydraulic winches, cranes, and automated net handling systems to ensure the net is set correctly and safely. One common method involves using a massive purse seine net, which can be hundreds of meters long. This net is designed to surround an entire school of squid, and its size and strength are critical for maximizing the catch. The net is used to encircle an entire school of squid, and then a line at the bottom is pulled tight, like a drawstring on a purse, trapping everything inside. This technique requires precise teamwork and timing to ensure the net closes quickly and securely. This method is incredibly effective and can result in the capture of dozens of tons of squid in a single haul. The catch is then brought aboard using powerful winches and conveyor systems. Another common technique used by these large vessels is drag netting or trawling. In this method, a massive cone-shaped net is dragged through the water behind the ship, scooping up any squid in its path. These nets are incredibly strong and can be deployed at various depths to target squid where they are most concentrated. The depth and speed of the net are carefully controlled from the bridge, using real-time data from sonar and underwater cameras. The durability of these nets is essential as they must withstand the immense forces generated by both the ship and the ocean currents. Regular maintenance and inspection are part of the crew's daily routine to prevent costly equipment failures. The power of the ship's engines allows it to pull these heavy nets through the water for hours on end, maximizing the catch. Engine rooms are staffed by skilled engineers who monitor performance and ensure the vessel operates at peak efficiency. When the net is full, powerful winches haul it back onto the deck of the ship, where the crew is waiting to begin the process of sorting and preserving the massive quantity of squid that has been brought aboard. The catch is quickly sorted, cleaned, and either frozen or stored in chilled seawater tanks. The scale of this type of fishing is almost difficult to comprehend. A single successful deployment of a net can bring in a catch so large that it takes the crew hours to process. Onboard processing lines operate continuously with strict protocols to maintain quality and prevent spoilage. These industrial trawlers are designed for this kind of volume, and their operations are a key reason why squid is so widely available and affordable in markets around the world. The efficiency of these vessels has transformed the economics of squid fishing. Industrial squid fishing is subject to a complex web of international regulations. Many of these vessels operate in international waters where regional fisheries management organizations set quotas, monitor catches, and enforce rules to prevent overfishing and protect marine ecosystems. Compliance officers and electronic monitoring systems are often present on board to ensure that all operations meet legal and environmental standards. These floating factories are the first and most critical step in the long journey of squid from the ocean to our plates. Their advanced technology, skilled crews, and adherence to international regulations make them a vital link in the global seafood supply chain. While industrial trawlers dominate the global squid catch, a more traditional and delicate method of fishing for squid still thrives in many parts of the world, rooted in centuries-old practices passed down through generations. Historically, line fishing for squid has been practiced in coastal regions from the Mediterranean to East Asia, each developing unique techniques suited to their local waters and squid species. In Japan, for example, the art of ikatsuri, squid fishing, has been refined over centuries, with fishermen venturing out at night to take advantage of the squid's attraction to light. The fishermen equip their boats with rows of incredibly bright, powerful lamps that shine down into the dark water, a practice that originated in the early 20th century but has roots in even older torch-lit methods. The intense light attracts the squid, which are curious creatures, causing them to rise from the depths and gather in large numbers just below the surface near the boat. Once the squid have been drawn to the light, the fishermen begin their work, using skills honed over years of experience. The gear used in traditional line fishing varies by region. In the Mediterranean, hand lines with simple lures made from bone or shell were once common, while today fishermen often use modern synthetic lines and specialized jigs. These jigs are brightly colored and have a series of sharp, barbless hooks arranged in a circle, designed to mimic the movement and appearance of small prey. The fishermen lower these lines into the water and then rhythmically jerk them up and down, a technique known as jigging, which is used from the coasts of Italy to the shores of Korea. This motion makes the jigs look like small panicked prey, which entices the squid to attack. In some regions, fishermen even craft their own jigs, customizing them for local squid species and water conditions. When a squid grabs onto a jig, its soft body becomes snagged on the hooks, and the fisherman can then quickly and carefully reel it in one by one, ensuring minimal damage to the catch. This method is far more selective than using large nets, allowing fishermen to avoid bycatch and target only the desired species and sizes. The fisherman can target specific sizes of squid and handle each one individually as it comes aboard, a practice that has remained largely unchanged for generations. This careful handling often results in a higher quality product, as the squid are not crushed or damaged in a massive net, along with thousands of others. This makes line-caught squid particularly desirable for markets where appearance and texture are very important, such as for sashimi in Japan or for traditional dishes in Mediterranean cuisine. Although the volume of squid caught by a single boat is much smaller compared to an industrial trawler, the value of the catch can be higher due to its superior quality and the care taken in its harvest. This traditional style of fishing represents a deep connection between the fisherman and the sea, a relationship that is celebrated in coastal festivals and local folklore. It requires patience, skill, and an intimate knowledge of the squid's behavior, skills that are often passed down from father to son, preserving a way of life that is both practical and deeply meaningful. The sight of a fleet of these small squid boats at night, their lights glowing like a city on the water, is a beautiful and iconic image in many coastal communities, from the shores of Japan to the harbours of southern Europe. While it may not produce the massive quantities needed to supply the entire global market, traditional line fishing plays a vital role in providing high-quality squid and supporting the livelihoods of fishermen who have practiced this craft for generations. It is a more personal and direct way of harvesting this important ocean resource, reflecting the heritage, ingenuity, and enduring spirit of coastal fishing communities around the world. The moment a squid is pulled from the ocean, the clock starts ticking. Every second counts in the battle to preserve its freshness and quality. Preserving the catch is the most critical task on any fishing vessel, whether it's a massive industrial trawler or a small traditional boat. The process begins the instant the squid leaves the water. If not handled correctly, the squid's delicate meat can quickly become soft and spoil, rendering the entire catch worthless. The risk of spoilage is high due to the squid's high water content and sensitive muscle structure. The first step is rapid sorting. As soon as the squid are brought on board, the crew sorts them from other species and debris, ensuring only the best specimens move forward in the preservation process. The crew works quickly, separating squid from fish and debris, and preparing them for immediate cooling or further treatment. Temperature control is the cornerstone of preservation. The goal is to bring the squid's body temperature down to near freezing, right around 0 degrees Celsius, without freezing it solid. This is achieved using large quantities of ice, which is shoveled over the squid to ensure rapid and uniform cooling. Crushed or flaked ice is preferred, as it molds around the squid, maximizing surface contact and cooling efficiency. The sorted squid are packed into crates or storage holds with thick layers of ice, ensuring every part of the catch is in contact with the cold. The ice is densely packed all around the squid, and the temperature is monitored constantly to prevent any rise that could trigger spoilage. This rapid cooling process slows down the growth of bacteria and the natural enzymes that cause the meat to soften and decay, effectively pausing the decomposition process. On larger vessels, preservation technology is even more advanced. These floating factories are equipped with powerful ice-making machines and sophisticated refrigeration systems. Some ships use refrigerated seawater systems, where seawater is chilled to just above its freezing point and circulated through tanks holding the squid. This method cools the squid quickly and uniformly. The temperature in these tanks is carefully monitored and adjusted, ensuring the squid remain at optimal freshness throughout the voyage. For especially large catches, high-capacity tanks and automated chilling systems allow for the preservation of many tons of squid at once, maintaining quality at scale. The constant low temperature is maintained throughout the journey back to port, which can sometimes take several days or even weeks. The cold chain must never be broken. Once at port, the squid are quickly transferred to refrigerated trucks or cold storage facilities, ensuring the preservation process continues seamlessly on land. In addition to chilling, some vessels employ onboard freezing technology. Blast freezers can rapidly freeze squid at temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius, locking in freshness for long-haul journeys or export. The squid are placed on trays or conveyor belts inside the blast freezer, where powerful fans circulate frigid air to freeze the catch solid in a matter of hours. In some cases, chemical treatments are used to further preserve the squid. Food-safe solutions, such as diluted sodium metabisulfite, may be applied to prevent discoloration and extend shelf life. These treatments are carefully regulated and monitored, ensuring the squid remains safe for consumption while maintaining its appealing appearance and texture. The logistics chain is meticulously planned. From ship to shore, and then to processing plants or markets, the squid is kept cold every step of the way, using refrigerated vehicles and storage units. The quality of the final product that appears in supermarkets or restaurants is determined by these first crucial hours and the advanced preservation methods used at sea. If the squid are not cooled or frozen quickly enough, their texture and flavor will be compromised, and no amount of processing in the factory can fix it. Therefore, the careful layering of ice, the use of refrigerated seawater, onboard freezing, and even chemical treatments are not just simple tasks. They are the foundation of the entire global squid supply chain, ensuring that the freshness of the deep ocean is locked in until the squid reaches its next destination. Once the fishing vessels return to port, their precious ice-packed cargo is quickly unloaded and immediately transferred to refrigerated trucks. Speed is essential here, as maintaining the cold chain is critical for preserving the squid's freshness and quality. The journey from the dock to the processing factory is carefully timed and monitored. Upon arrival, the squid are swiftly moved into the facility, where the transformation from raw marine catch to a food-grade product begins. The first and most crucial step is the cleaning process, which is a blend of advanced machinery, strict hygiene protocols, and skilled manual oversight. The squid, kept chilled since capture, are first loaded onto stainless steel conveyor belts. These belts are designed for easy cleaning and to prevent contamination. The squid are then subjected to a multi-stage purification process, beginning with a powerful rinse to remove sand, debris, and their natural ink. This initial wash is vital for food safety and product quality. The cleaning line features a series of high-pressure water jets, precisely calibrated to remove surface impurities without damaging the squid's delicate bodies. The water is kept at a near-freezing temperature, close to 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit, to inhibit bacterial growth and maintain the squid's firmness. The machinery is constructed from food-grade stainless steel and is regularly sanitized according to strict hygiene protocols. Workers wear gloves, hairnets, and sanitized boots and must pass through foot baths and hand-washing stations before entering the processing area. All surfaces are routinely disinfected to prevent cross-contamination. As the squid move along the conveyor, the cold water jets not only clean the exterior but also help flush out any ink or internal residue. The temperature is carefully monitored by automated sensors, and the water pressure is adjusted to ensure thorough cleaning without bruising the squid. In some factories, additional mechanical brushes or gentle rollers are used to agitate the squid, loosening stubborn particles and ensuring a more complete wash. These brushes are also made from food-safe materials and are cleaned regularly. The sheer volume of squid, sometimes hundreds of tons per day, necessitates automation. The cleaning systems are engineered to be both efficient and gentle, moving the squid through each stage without causing damage. Manual intervention is reserved for quality checks and handling any blockages or malfunctions in the machinery. The water used in the cleaning process is continuously filtered and replaced. Filtration systems remove ink, sand and organic debris, while sensors monitor water clarity and temperature. Wastewater is collected and treated in accordance with environmental regulations, ensuring that ink and organic matter are separated before disposal or recycling. After the initial high-pressure wash, the squid may pass through additional rinsing tanks or showers to guarantee that all impurities are removed. These stages are also automated, but workers are stationed nearby to monitor the process and intervene if necessary. At the end of the cleaning line, trained workers perform a visual inspection, removing any squid that are damaged or do not meet quality standards. This manual step is essential for maintaining product consistency and safety. The cleaning process sets the foundation for a high-quality final product. By combining advanced machinery, rigorous hygiene protocols, skilled manual oversight, and responsible waste management, the factory ensures that the squid are perfectly clean and ready for the next stages of processing, sorting, cutting, and packaging, delivering a safe and pristine product to consumers around the world. After the squid have been thoroughly washed, they travel along a conveyor belt toward the sorting station, where the next phase of processing begins. At this station, skilled factory workers and advanced automated optical scanners work together to sort the squid by size. The process starts with the squid being spread out on a moving belt, where each one is quickly assessed. Squid are separated into trays according to their size, as different sizes are destined for different products. This step is crucial for maximizing the value and use of each squid. Larger premium squid are set aside, often to be sold whole or prepared for the sashimi market in Japan, where both appearance and size are highly valued. Smaller squid are typically designated for making the popular squid rings, a staple in many Western countries. This careful sorting ensures that every squid is directed to the most suitable product line, maximizing efficiency and minimizing waste. Once sorted, the squid destined for rings or tubes are transferred to the cutting and separation machines. The transition is seamless, with conveyor belts moving the squid directly into the next phase. In modern factories, this stage is almost entirely automated. Robotic arms and precision-guided machinery handle the squid with speed and accuracy, reducing the need for manual labor and increasing consistency. High-capacity machines, capable of processing tens of tons per hour, expertly separate the squid into its various parts. The process is designed for both speed and precision. The machines cleanly remove the head and tentacles from the main body or torso, ensuring that each part is kept intact for further processing. The tentacles are collected and packaged separately, as they are a popular product in their own right and are often sold for use in various dishes. The torso, a hollow tube of meat, is then sent to the next cutting system, where it will be transformed into rings or tubes, depending on the product requirements. The squid bodies are fed into an automatic cutting system. This machine slices the tubes into perfectly uniform rings, ensuring each piece is identical in size and shape. These machines are engineered for precision, cutting the rings to an exact thickness, often accurate to the millimeter, so that every ring meets strict specifications. Consistency is vital for the food service industry, as it ensures that all squid rings will cook evenly and present a uniform appearance when served. Throughout the process, quality control inspectors monitor the squid rings for size, color, and texture. Any deviation from the standard is quickly identified and addressed. Rings that do not meet the required standards are removed from the production line, ensuring only the best products continue to the next stage. The next critical step is freezing. The squid rings are prepared and moved toward the industrial freezing tunnels, where timing and temperature are tightly controlled. Immediately after cutting, the squid rings are sent into a quick freezing tunnel. Conveyor belts carry the rings into chambers where the temperature drops rapidly. Inside the tunnel, the squid rings are exposed to temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius or -40 degrees Fahrenheit, freezing them in just minutes. This rapid freezing process is essential for preserving the squid's natural sweetness and firm texture, preventing the formation of large ice crystals that could damage the meat. As the rings freeze, a thin layer of ice forms on the surface, glazing each ring and locking in moisture and flavor for optimal freshness. Once frozen, the squid rings are automatically portioned and vacuum sealed into durable bags. Each bag is printed with a batch code and production date, ensuring full traceability from factory to table. The sealed packages are then transferred to cold storage facilities, maintained at a constant -18 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Here the squid can be safely stored for months, ready to be shipped to destinations around the world. Squid is one of the world's most versatile seafoods, celebrated in kitchens from Asia to the Mediterranean and beyond. Each region has developed its own distinctive ways of preparing, cooking, and enjoying squid, making it a true global delicacy. In East Asia, particularly Japan and Korea, squid is revered for its freshness and delicate flavor. It is often served raw as sashimi or sushi, where the skill of the chef is showcased in the precise slicing and presentation. Sashimi-grade squid is sliced into thin, translucent strips and served with soy sauce, wasabi, and sometimes grated ginger. The clean, sweet taste and firm, slightly crunchy texture are highly prized. In Korea, squid is also enjoyed as ohinjeo-ho, a spicy raw squid salad, and as part of the street food culture, where it is grilled whole or cut into rings and served with spicy sauces. Dried and processed squid snacks are a staple in many Asian countries, often enjoyed with drinks or as a quick bite. In China, stir-fried squid with vegetables and savory sauces is a common dish, while in Thailand, grilled squid skewers are a popular street food. Across the Mediterranean, squid is a key ingredient in both everyday meals and festive gatherings. In Spain, it is often stuffed with rice, vegetables, or chorizo, then simmered in rich tomato sauces. Mediterranean cultures frequently feature squid in communal feasts, where it is grilled over open flames, braised in wine, or served as part of elaborate seafood platters. In Spain, chipirrones, tiny whole squid, are lightly battered and fried, then served as tapas with a squeeze of lemon. These are enjoyed in lively bars, often accompanied by olives and a glass of cold beer. Squid is also a signature ingredient in paella, where it is combined with rice, saffron, and other seafood to create a dish that is both aromatic and deeply flavorful. In Italy, calamari fritti, rings of squid coated in flour and fried until crisp, are a beloved appetizer. Stuffed squid filled with breadcrumbs, herbs, and sometimes cheese is baked or simmered in tomato sauce. Squid ink is used to color and flavor pasta, giving it a dramatic black hue and a briny, oceanic taste. In the United States, fried calamari is the most popular way to enjoy squid. It is a staple appetizer in Italian-American restaurants and seafood shacks alike. The squid is sliced into rings dipped in seasoned flour or batter and deep-fried until golden. It is typically served with marinara sauce, garlic aioli, or lemon wedges. Fried calamari is a crowd pleaser, often shared at the table and enjoyed for its tender texture and satisfying crunch. Grilled squid is gaining popularity in many countries, from Greek tavernas to Australian barbecues. Marinated in olive oil, lemon, and herbs, it is quickly cooked over high heat to preserve its tenderness. Squid salads, tossed with fresh vegetables and citrus dressings, are also enjoyed for their light, refreshing flavors. In the Philippines, adobong pusit features squid simmered in vinegar, soy sauce, and garlic, while in Indonesia, sambal cumi is a spicy squid dish cooked with chili paste and aromatic spices. From the raw elegance of Japanese ika sashimi to the festive Spanish paella to the crispy comfort of American fried calamari, squid adapts to every table and tradition. Its mild flavor allows squid to absorb the spices, herbs, and sauces of each cuisine, while its unique texture adds a satisfying chew to every bite. Whether grilled, fried, stuffed or served raw, squid's culinary flexibility and global appeal have made it a symbol of shared meals and cultural exchange, uniting people across continents through the love of good food. Despite its global success, the squid industry faces significant challenges and risks that can threaten its stability and profitability. One of the biggest areas of concern is logistics. The entire supply chain is incredibly time-sensitive, as the product must be kept frozen from the factory to the final customer. Any delay can have disastrous consequences. For example, a shipment of frozen squid worth millions of dollars could be held up in customs for administrative reasons, or a technical problem could cause a shipping container's refrigeration unit to fail. A simple power outage at a cold storage facility could lead to thawing, rendering the entire inventory worthless and resulting in huge financial losses. Fishermen and their vessels also face constant dangers from the natural environment. The oceans are unpredictable and storms can appear with little warning. A severe storm can damage expensive fishing nets, threaten the safety of the ship, and in the worst cases, endanger the lives of the crew who work in these hazardous conditions far from shore. The success of a fishing trip is never guaranteed. A fleet might spend weeks at sea only to return with a small catch, burning expensive fuel for little reward. This uncertainty is a fundamental part of the fishing business, making it a high-risk venture for those who invest in it. Furthermore, the industry is grappling with long-term environmental risks, particularly those associated with climate change. The warming of the oceans is causing significant changes in ocean currents and water temperatures. These shifts are having a direct impact on squid populations, which are very sensitive to their environment. As their preferred water temperatures move, entire schools of squid are migrating to new, unpredictable locations. This makes it much harder for fishing fleets to find them, creating unprecedented uncertainty for an industry that relies on knowing where to find its resource. This ecological instability is perhaps the greatest long-term threat to the future of the global squid supply. In conclusion, while the journey of squid from the ocean to the plate is a marvel of modern industry, it is also a fragile one. From logistical weak points in the supply chain to the immediate dangers faced by fishermen at sea and the overarching threat of a changing climate, the squid business is fraught with risk. Overcoming these challenges requires careful planning, technological innovation, and a greater understanding of our oceans. The enduring popularity of squid as a food source means that it is a globally important resource, and ensuring its sustainable future is crucial not only for the industry itself, but for the millions of people around the world who depend on it for food and their livelihoods. Overfishing is another critical issue, as it depletes squid populations faster than they can reproduce, threatening the long-term viability of the industry. Market volatility also poses a significant risk, with fluctuating prices and demand impacting profitability. Regulatory issues add another layer of complexity, as fishing quotas and environmental regulations can change, affecting how and where squid can be harvested. Navigating these regulatory waters requires constant vigilance and adaptation to new laws and policies. Addressing these multifaceted challenges demands a concerted effort from all stakeholders, including scientists, policymakers, and industry leaders. Only through collaboration and innovation can the squid industry hope to navigate these risks and ensure a sustainable future for this vital resource. As the squid industry faces increasing pressures from global demand and environmental concerns, a wave of technological innovation is transforming every stage of squid processing. Advanced automation, robotics, and artificial intelligence are now at the heart of modern seafood facilities, driving efficiency and quality to new heights. Today's processing plants are a far cry from those of the past. Where once manual labor dominated, now automated systems and high-tech machinery handle the bulk of the work, streamlining operations and reducing the risk of contamination. Conveyor belts equipped with sensors transport squid through each stage, while precision cutting machines use laser-guided blades to ensure uniformity and minimize waste. Computer-controlled freezing systems rapidly chill squid, preserving texture and flavor with remarkable consistency. Artificial intelligence and computer vision systems have revolutionized sorting and grading. High-speed cameras and deep learning algorithms instantly assess each squid for size, weight, and quality, sorting them with unmatched accuracy and reducing human error. Robotics play a crucial role in the cleaning process. Robotic arms, guided by real-time data, deftly remove tentacles and internal organs, ensuring a level of precision and hygiene that manual methods cannot match. These innovations not only increase throughput, but also help facilities meet the world's strictest food safety standards. Automated monitoring systems track every step, alerting staff to any irregularities and maintaining rigorous hygiene protocols. New freezing techniques such as ultra-low temperature flash freezing lock in freshness and texture within seconds. This allows squid to be shipped across continents while maintaining peak quality, opening up new markets and reducing spoilage. Digital traceability is another major leap forward. Some plants now use blockchain technology to record every step of the squid's journey, from catch to packaging. QR codes on packaging allow buyers and consumers to verify origin, handling, and compliance with sustainability standards. Sustainability is a driving force behind these advancements. Energy-efficient machinery, water recycling systems, and eco-friendly packaging are becoming standard, reducing the industry's environmental footprint. Improved efficiency means less energy consumption and lower emissions. Enhanced supply chain tracking helps prevent illegal or unreported catches from entering the market, supporting responsible fishing practices. As global demand for squid rises and environmental conditions grow more unpredictable, embracing these innovations is not just beneficial, it's essential for the industry's survival. By investing in state-of-the-art automation, robotics, AI, and sustainable practices, the squid industry is paving the way for a future that is efficient, transparent, and environmentally responsible, ensuring that squid remains a vital resource for generations to come. Once processed and packaged, squid embarks on a complex journey across the globe involving a web of logistics, regulations, and international agreements. The logistics of the international squid trade are a finely tuned operation connecting remote fishing ports to major urban markets thousands of miles away. Major trading hubs like Shanghai, Vigo, and Busan serve as central points where shipments are consolidated and redistributed. Specialized refrigerated containers, known as reefers, keep the squid at optimal temperatures during long ocean voyages, preserving quality until it reaches its destination. These containers are tracked with advanced monitoring systems to ensure temperature stability throughout transit. Shipping routes crisscross continents, from South America to Asia and Europe to North America. Major ports like Rotterdam, Singapore, and Los Angeles play pivotal roles in the global distribution network. At each port of entry, containers undergo rigorous customs inspections. Customs agents check for compliance with import regulations and ensure that all documentation is in order. Authorities verify traceability records, inspect for quality, and confirm that each shipment meets international food safety standards. Trade agreements between countries can streamline these processes, reducing delays and facilitating smoother entry. Exporters must navigate a complex web of tariffs, quotas, and trade regulations. Bilateral and multilateral trade agreements, such as those under the World Trade Organization, can influence tariff rates and market access for squid products. Once cleared, the squid enters international markets, appearing in supermarkets, restaurants, and fish markets from Tokyo to Madrid. Each market has its own import requirements and consumer preferences. Regional labeling laws and packaging standards must be met, with information provided in local languages and formats. Some countries require detailed origin and processing information on every package. Sustainability certifications are increasingly important, with some countries demanding proof that the squid was caught using responsible fishing practices. This can affect both market access and consumer demand. Behind every plate of calamari or bowl of squid ink pasta lies a sophisticated network of logistics professionals, customs agents, and trade experts, coordinating shipments, managing compliance, and ensuring smooth passage through global supply chains. The global squid trade is a testament to the interconnectedness of today's world, where a resource harvested in one hemisphere can be enjoyed in another, fresh and full of flavor, thanks to the intricate systems of logistics, trade agreements, and international cooperation. As global demand for squid continues to rise, the environmental impacts of the industry are coming under increasing scrutiny. Squid fishing, especially on an industrial scale, can have significant effects on marine ecosystems. Large fleets, often operating in concentrated areas, can lead to overexploitation of local squid populations and disrupt the delicate balance of ocean life. The use of powerful lights to attract squid at night, combined with vast nets, increases catch efficiency but also raises concerns about unintended consequences. Bycatch, the accidental capture of non-target species such as fish, turtles, and even seabirds, remains a persistent problem, threatening biodiversity and the health of marine food webs. Overfishing is another major risk, as excessive harvest can deplete squid stocks, making it harder for populations to recover and impacting predators that rely on squid as a food source. The decline of squid populations can ripple through the ecosystem, affecting everything from large marine mammals to smaller fish that depend on squid for survival. In response, scientists, policymakers, and industry leaders are collaborating on a range of conservation programs. These include research initiatives to monitor squid stocks, the development of science-based management plans, and the implementation of ecosystem-based approaches to fisheries management. In many regions, strict catch limits, seasonal closures, and designated marine protected areas are enforced to give squid populations time to reproduce and recover. These measures have shown positive results in some areas, with signs of squid populations rebounding and marine ecosystems stabilizing. Technological innovation is also playing a key role. New fishing gear is being designed to be more selective, reducing bycatch and minimizing damage to sensitive habitats like seafloor ecosystems. Modified nets with escape openings and other eco-friendly gear are being tested and adopted by forward-thinking fishermen, helping to protect non-target species. Satellite monitoring, electronic tracking, and real-time reporting systems are now used to combat illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, ensuring that only legal and sustainable catches enter the supply chain. Inspectors at ports verify catches and certified products are tracked from sea to market, providing transparency and accountability. Consumers are increasingly aware of the importance of sustainable seafood, and their choices are influencing the industry. Certifications such as the Marine Stewardship Council (MSC) and other sustainability labels help buyers identify responsibly sourced squid, encouraging producers to meet rigorous environmental standards. As more buyers demand certified products, producers and fishermen are motivated to adopt sustainable practices and participate in certification programs. Looking ahead, the squid industry faces ongoing challenges, including adapting to climate change, managing shifting squid populations, and ensuring that conservation efforts keep pace with technological advances and market demands. Continued investment in science, technology, and international cooperation will be essential to balance the needs of the industry with the health of the oceans. By working together, the squid industry can help ensure that both the ocean and future generations thrive. From the ocean to the dinner plate, squid is undergoing a remarkable transformation driven by innovation in food science, product development, and the exploration of new culinary frontiers. Across the globe, chefs, food scientists, and entrepreneurs are collaborating to unlock the full potential of squid, pushing the boundaries of what this versatile seafood can become. In the world of molecular gastronomy, squid is being transformed into delicate foams, translucent noodles, and even plant-based analogues that mimic its unique texture. Food scientists are analyzing the protein structure of squid to create new forms and applications, from gels to emulsions, that enhance both flavor and mouthfeel. In Asia, innovative snacks such as dried squid chips, spicy marinated skewers, and crispy squid crackers are gaining popularity, with product developers focusing on shelf stability, packaging, and bold flavors to appeal to a growing market of snack enthusiasts. Meanwhile, Mediterranean kitchens are experimenting with stuffed squid, inventive seafood pastas, and new cooking techniques that highlight the natural sweetness and tenderness of squid, introducing it to diners in unexpected ways. The revolution extends beyond the restaurant, as culinary professionals and food technologists work together to develop new squid-based products for both home cooks and the food service industry. Ready-to-cook squid products are now available in supermarkets, designed to retain freshness and flavor even after months in the freezer. Food technologists are using advanced freezing and packaging methods to ensure quality and convenience for consumers worldwide. Nutritional supplements and protein powders derived from squid are emerging as sustainable alternatives for health-conscious consumers. These products are rich in essential amino acids and omega-3 fatty acids, making them attractive to athletes and those seeking high-quality protein sources. In some countries, squid ink is being used to add a gourmet twist to artisan breads, craft cocktails, and signature pasta dishes, offering a dramatic color and a subtle, briny flavor that appeals to adventurous palates. These innovations are not just about taste, they're about maximizing the value of every catch. Processing plants and chefs are finding creative uses for every part of the squid, from tentacles to ink, reducing waste and increasing efficiency. By reducing waste and introducing squid to new markets and cultures, the industry is expanding its reach and making squid a staple in international cuisine. As creativity and technology continue to evolve, the humble squid is finding its place at the forefront of global cuisine, inspiring new products, flavors, and experiences for adventurous eaters and forward-thinking food professionals alike. With each innovation, squid is being redefined, offering exciting possibilities for the future of food and inviting more people to discover its remarkable versatility. As we look beyond today's culinary innovations, the future of the squid industry is being shaped by groundbreaking research and cutting-edge technology. The next decade will see a transformation in how squid are sourced, processed, and brought to market, with science and sustainability at the forefront. Marine biologists are deploying advanced satellite tagging systems and remote sensors, allowing for real-time tracking of squid populations across vast ocean territories. This data, combined with AI-powered analysis, is revolutionizing our understanding of migration patterns and population dynamics. With these insights, fisheries can implement adaptive management strategies, ensuring that harvesting remains sustainable and that vital ocean ecosystems are protected from overexploitation. Advances in aquaculture are opening new doors. Scientists are developing sophisticated methods to farm squid in controlled environments, optimizing water quality, nutrition, and breeding cycles to maximize yield and health. These innovations have the potential to ease pressure on wild populations, supporting the recovery of natural stocks and maintaining ecological balance. At the same time, aquaculture ensures a steady, high-quality supply of squid, meeting the growing global demand for protein-rich, sustainable seafood. On the processing side, robotics and automation are rapidly transforming the industry. Robotic arms and automated lines now handle everything from cleaning to packaging, dramatically improving efficiency, consistency, and worker safety. These systems reduce human error, lower operational costs, and allow for rapid scaling to meet market fluctuations. Blockchain technology is also gaining traction in the seafood sector. With digital traceability, buyers and consumers can track each squid's journey from ocean to plate, building trust and transparency throughout the supply chain. This technology is expected to become standard, especially as regulatory bodies and consumers demand greater accountability in food sourcing. Market forecasts indicate significant growth ahead. As global tastes diversify and the demand for sustainable seafood rises, emerging economies in Africa and South America are poised to become major players in both production and consumption. These regions are investing in modern processing facilities and export infrastructure, positioning themselves as key suppliers to international markets. Consumption is also rising domestically, with local cuisines incorporating squid into a variety of traditional and innovative dishes. However, the industry faces challenges from changing climate conditions and shifting ocean health. International cooperation is becoming essential, as countries work together to manage squid stocks and adapt to new environmental realities. Agreements on sustainable fishing, data sharing, and joint research are laying the groundwork for a resilient global industry. Ongoing environmental monitoring and adaptive management will be crucial as the industry navigates these changes. Looking ahead, the squid industry stands at a crossroads of science, sustainability, and global trade. Innovation is driving every link in the chain, from ocean to plate. The next chapter promises not just new flavors and products, but smarter, more responsible ways to connect the bounty of the sea with a hungry, ever-changing world. Expect to see breakthroughs in product development such as value-added squid snacks, nutraceuticals, and eco-friendly packaging solutions. As the world's appetite for sustainable seafood grows, the squid industry is poised to lead with innovation, responsibility, and a commitment to feeding the future. Squid are much more than a valuable seafood commodity. They are a vital link in the complex web of marine life. As both predator and prey, squid occupy a central position in ocean food chains, connecting a wide range of species and supporting ecosystem stability. In their role as predators, squid are voracious hunters. They feed on smaller fish, crustaceans, and a variety of planktonic animals, helping to regulate the populations of these organisms. This predatory behavior maintains a healthy balance among lower trophic levels, preventing any single species from dominating the ecosystem. At the same time, squid are a crucial food source for many ocean predators. Large fish, marine mammals such as dolphins and seals, and even some seabirds rely on squid as a primary component of their diet. In certain regions, squid are so abundant that they form the backbone of entire food webs, sustaining both migratory and resident predators throughout the year. Beyond their role in the food chain, squid contribute to nutrient cycling within marine ecosystems. As they move vertically through the water column, feeding near the surface at night and descending to deeper waters during the day, squid help redistribute nutrients across different ocean layers. This daily migration supports the transfer of energy and organic matter, fueling productivity in both shallow and deep-sea environments. When squid die, their bodies sink to the ocean floor, providing a rich source of nutrients for bottom-dwelling organisms. This process, known as marine snow, is essential for maintaining the health and diversity of life on the sea floor. Squid populations can fluctuate rapidly, often responding to changes in ocean temperature, food availability, and predator abundance. Because of their sensitivity to environmental shifts, squid are considered important indicators of ocean health. Monitoring their numbers and behaviors can offer early warnings about broader changes in marine ecosystems. Ultimately, the role of squid extends far beyond the dinner plate. They are vital players in the ocean's delicate balance, shaping ecosystems through their interactions with other species and their contribution to the flow of life-sustaining nutrients. As our understanding of these fascinating creatures grows, so too does our appreciation for the intricate connections that define the world beneath the waves. Beneath the surface of the world's oceans, squid populations display an astonishing range of genetic diversity. This diversity is the key to their adaptability, enabling different species to thrive in varied environments, from temperate coastal waters to the deep sea. Scientists have begun to unravel the genetic secrets behind squid's rapid growth, unique camouflage abilities, and resilience to environmental changes. In recent years, advances in genetic research have paved the way for selective breeding programs. By identifying and propagating desirable traits such as faster growth rates, disease resistance, and improved tolerance to changing water conditions, researchers are working to enhance the commercial viability of squid. These breeding efforts are central to the emerging field of squid aquaculture, where carefully managed hatcheries raise squid from eggs to adulthood in controlled environments. Selective breeding not only aims to boost yields, but also helps ensure a stable supply of squid for global markets, relieving pressure on wild populations. With each new generation, scientists monitor genetic variation to maintain healthy, robust stocks and avoid the pitfalls of inbreeding. Aquaculture technology continues to evolve, incorporating advanced monitoring systems, optimized feed formulas, and innovative tank designs that mimic natural squid habitats. These breakthroughs promise a future where sustainable squid farming can meet growing demand while protecting ocean ecosystems. As the genetic frontier of squid research expands, so too does the potential for breakthroughs in both science and industry, ushering in a new era for one of the ocean's most remarkable creatures. For decades, squid have played a pivotal role in advancing our understanding of biology and medicine. Their unique nervous systems, particularly the giant axon, a single nerve fiber many times larger than those found in other animals, have made squid indispensable to neurological research. In the mid-20th century, groundbreaking experiments on squid axons revealed the fundamental principles of how nerves transmit electrical signals. These discoveries laid the foundation for much of modern neuroscience, including the development of treatments for neurological disorders. Today, squid continue to inspire innovation in biotechnology. Researchers are studying squid proteins that enable rapid camouflage, hoping to develop new materials for medical devices, adaptive clothing, and even advanced wound dressings. The study of squid ink has led to the exploration of natural antibacterial compounds, offering new avenues for drug development. Ongoing research into squid vision and bioluminescence is unlocking insights into eye diseases and novel imaging techniques. By examining how squid perceive their environment and communicate through light, scientists are uncovering new strategies for medical diagnostics and therapies. From the laboratory to the clinic, the humble squid remains a vital ally in the quest to solve some of biology's greatest mysteries. Its contributions continue to ripple across the fields of neuroscience, medicine, and biotechnology, shaping the future of science and human health. Beyond the dinner plate and laboratory, squid offer a surprising array of valuable byproducts. Squid ink, once prized solely for its culinary uses, is now extracted for natural food coloring and as a source of bioactive compounds in pharmaceuticals. Its unique properties have led to applications in antibacterial agents and even potential cancer therapies. Squid cartilage, a resilient and flexible material, is processed for use in dietary supplements and biomedical research. The collagen found within is being studied for wound healing and joint health, while chitosan derived from squid pens is utilized in water purification, biodegradable packaging, and as a carrier for drug delivery systems. Even the remnants of squid processing, such as skins and internal organs, are transformed into nutrient-rich animal feed or fertilizers, ensuring that nearly every part of the squid is put to beneficial use. Through innovation and resourcefulness, the squid industry continues to expand its reach, finding new value in what was once considered waste. These byproducts not only support additional industries, but also contribute to a more sustainable and circular approach to seafood processing. Across the globe, squid are more than just a source of food or scientific wonder. They are the centerpiece of vibrant festivals and community gatherings that honor their importance. In Japan, the Hakodate Squid Festival transforms the city into a lively celebration each summer. Streets fill with the rhythmic beat of traditional drums, and visitors try their hand at squid fishing, sample fresh Ica sashimi, and even compete in squid-themed games. These events not only showcase local fishing traditions, but also boost tourism and inject millions into the regional economy. Halfway around the world, Spain's coastal towns host annual calamares fiestas, where giant pans of squid stew simmer in plazas and parades wind through historic streets. Fishermen demonstrate age-old techniques, local chefs compete for the title of best calamari, and the festivities draw crowds from across Europe, strengthening community bonds and supporting local businesses. In South Korea, the Gyeongsangpo Squid Festival features dazzling light shows and interactive exhibits highlighting the region's rich maritime heritage. Visitors flock to taste dried and grilled squid, enjoy boat tours, and learn about sustainable fishing practices. These gatherings provide a crucial economic boost for fishing communities, while ensuring that the cultural legacy of squid endures for future generations. Through these global festivals and events, squid are celebrated not just as a catch, but as a cultural icon, bringing people together, supporting economies, and keeping maritime traditions alive. While squid festivals celebrate the cultural and economic importance of this remarkable creature, behind the scenes, a complex system of regulations works to ensure that squid populations remain healthy and sustainable. Internationally, organizations like the Regional Fisheries Management Organizations set quotas and monitor fishing activities in shared waters, aiming to prevent overfishing and protect marine ecosystems. National governments establish their own rules, such as licensing requirements, seasonal closures, and minimum catch sizes, tailored to local environmental needs and scientific assessments. On a local level, enforcement agencies patrol coastal areas, inspect vessels, and use advanced technologies like satellite tracking and electronic logbooks to monitor compliance. Patrol boats conduct random checks at sea, ensuring that trawlers and line fishers adhere to legal limits and follow best practices for sustainable harvests. In some regions, strict penalties and fines are imposed for illegal, unreported or unregulated fishing, deterring harmful activities and supporting the long-term health of squid stocks. Through cooperation between nations, vigilant enforcement and ongoing research, the global community works to protect this vital ocean resource, balancing the needs of fishing industries with the responsibility to conserve marine life for generations to come. As the world's appetite for squid continues to grow, the species faces new and complex threats that extend beyond the reach of fisheries management. Climate change is altering ocean temperatures and currents, directly impacting the life cycles and migration patterns of squid. Warmer waters can disrupt spawning grounds and reduce the availability of key prey, making it harder for squid populations to thrive. Ocean acidification caused by increased carbon dioxide absorption is another significant concern. This shift in ocean chemistry can affect the development of squid eggs and hatchlings, potentially reducing survival rates and altering population dynamics. Meanwhile, habitat loss from coastal development and pollution further stresses squid stocks, limiting the spaces where they can breed, feed, and grow. Scientists and fisheries managers are working together to find solutions. Adaptive management strategies, such as setting dynamic fishing quotas based on real-time population data, can help maintain healthy squid numbers. Efforts to reduce carbon emissions and improve water quality are also vital in protecting marine environments. By combining scientific research, advanced technology, and international cooperation, the global community aims to safeguard squid populations against these emerging challenges, ensuring they remain a vital part of ocean ecosystems for years to come.